bear with me, I'm having a little bit of technical difficulty trying to do this video, which is kind of fitting considering the video. I wish I could say I'm making this up. All this stuff that's happening right now is insane, and I know I start every video with things like, I can't even believe this is happening, and look at what's happening now, and I don't even know how to preface this. I'm just going to say it. They're rebuilding the arch to the Temple of Baal, and they're going to erect that in Times Square in New York City, and also in Trafalgar Square in London next month. So this, if you're not familiar with what the Temple of Baal is, this is a place where in ancient times there was ritualistic Baal worship, where they would sacrifice children and have giant orgies for fertility rituals to Baal. It says in some it looked a little bit like this. Adults would gather around the altar of Baal. Infants would then be burned alive as a sacrificial offering to the deity. Amid horrific screams and the stench of charred human flesh, congregants, men and women alike, would engage in bisexual orgies. The ritual of convenience was intended to produce economic prosperity by prompting Baal to bring rain for the fertility of Mother Earth. Apparently what happened was ISIS bulldozed this place. And so because ISIS destroyed it and it's a cultural heritage site, they're going to digitally recreate life-size replicas of this 50-foot arch to the temple of this, and they're going to start erecting them. And actually, it's not even just going to be in Times Square or in London. They want to do this in 1,000 different places all over the world. So 1,000 Temple of Baal archways are going to be erected in major cities all over the globe. I mean, what do you say about something like this? Okay, and the justification for this is ISIS has bulldozed such an important cultural heritage site. Do you know how many churches ISIS has destroyed? Do you see them erecting churches everywhere? Do you see that happening? No, you don't. Actually, they even talk about in here how they also destroyed a 1,500-year-old monastery, but it was modest and unadorned structure that had none of the glamour of the Temple of Baal. So they won't be bringing that to any major Western cities anytime soon, because it's just not glamorous enough, I guess. But Temple of Baal, not only will they make it, but they're going to go ahead and make it and put it in 1,000 cities all over the globe. So that's what it says right here. The Institute plans to construct approximately 1,000 such versions of the arch in cities throughout the world. This is the website for the place that's doing it, the Institute for Digital Archaeology. They're working with Oxford, they're working with Harvard, and they're working with UNESCO. So that's probably a really big surprise to most of you, UNESCO. But they actually have the first one here. It says Countdown Coming to Trafalgar Square. And they actually have a 25-day, it's at 25 days right now, a countdown to when they put it up. So you don't have to believe in this, by the way. You don't have to believe in this stuff and you can say it's all hokey and whatever, but just, again, realize the people who are doing this, and they're doing it all over the globe right now, they believe in it, okay? Obviously. Why else would they be doing it? Temple of Baal arches going up all over the world. I guess the guys at Bohemian Grove won't have to go all the way to Bohemian Grove anymore to do the cremation of care. They can just go right down to Times Square, which will save them quite the trip. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say, you guys.